Mm-hmm. 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 It's Sunday. You know what that means?
Brew Sunday, baby.
The CREWMARU Sunday. This is officially the episode 10. This is kind of cool. This is our 10th episode coming out right now. And as you guys know, we've been splitting it up a little bit just because we have so many people. We'd like to give some guys some time off and also give some people some time to talk
Yeah.
because we've got 90 minutes. We got a lot of people. So today it's me and Ez. Jay is probably going to be joining us here. He's been working on some internet issues. So hopefully we'll see him here in a bit. Man, we got a couple people already firing off over here. I got a happy birthday to me. Tomorrow is my birthday, April 8th.
So this?
Yep. So thank you very much, Cap, for the early birthday wishes. Go figure, go. Oh, look at that. Everybody's just saying hello. I love it. My man Gurwal, who's one of our patrons, excuse me. Good afternoon. Also, happy birthday and good Lord. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Thank you very, very, very much. But I think the best present of all would be sitting here talking to Esteban. You know?
Yeah.
You can't really ask for a better present.
Oh, thank you.
What's been going on with you, man? Have you got any new pickups lately or anything like that? Or you been
my stuff is actually should be here either Tuesday or Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hyped. And my pile of loot looking real nice right now.
Dude. You know what's crazy is my pile of loot arrived 2 hours ago.
Lucky.
Yeah, I know, man. I set it off. I was like, oh man, hopefully it'll get here in time. I was like, man, that'd be a fun, like, just like I said, I'd throw up the birthday luck if we when we want to, and there it is. God dang, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. My man, Matt. God, dude, this guy right here. So Max is awesome. This guy right here, I've been talking to him for a while. More like it's just been more clientele based, but here recently we got to just video chatting and whatnot off to the side, and really cool guy. Awesome history in this man. Super cool, like old school toy distribution and stuff like that from like the 90s and whatnot. And I have fixed a lot of figures for him, like a good amount, and he always sends me really crazy cool figures. And he sent me like did you see that it was a black cat I was working on. She had a bit of a bigger torso.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So I had to wherever he had got that from, it was supposed to just, I guess, pop together, and that thing needed work. Like, it needed a lot of work. So I put it together, and then I sent it back to him, and he's like, oh, hey, the torso just kind of comes off of here. I got the head, like the arms were fine, but it was coming off of here. I was like, God dang it. I was like, all right, we'll send it back next time you get like something like that. And he sends it back, and he sends it to me with it was a Mezco Johnny Storm. Is apparently a lot of those wrists are breaking. Not only are those wrists breaking, but on his one broke, and then I think Mezco sent him a replacement wrist or something like that, and then both broke. And he's like,
oof,
oh my gosh. So I fixed it, sent it back, and he's like, well, yeah, it's fixed, but like when I pull out the hand, it's pulling the whole wrist out, and I'm like, I'm failing you. I'm failing you so bad. Then the black cat bat fixed for the right time though. I was just like, he's like, I still trust you. I was like, God. Poor guy. Anyways, we're not all perfect.
No.
I think that's if you guys take anything from today, that'll be it. But what are you expecting? What's coming for you? At least we can kind of mention a little bit of that, like that you're excited about.
Hopefully, my Team Mezco set. I'm excited for that. Yeah,
and you got the non-turtles as well, right? The Ninja Turtles.
TMNT Turtles coming.
Yeah, dude, you've got
a non-splinter and the accessory set too. So I'm like, it's looking nice. The next couple of days about to be nice.
Yeah, man, you have things that are coming towards you that are just like, I don't know. I would say like things that are gonna stay in your collection.
Oh no, I'm not never getting rid of those most likely.
Yeah, dude, the Mezco turtles are, in my opinion, the best turtles we've ever gotten. Probably the best Mezcos as well. I'm kind of sticking with that right there.
Yeah.
But also, and I won't harp on it too much. Since you don't have these in, but these guys right here are awesome. Like this Donnie came out. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Here, I'll go full screen real fast. Um, just so you know, this Donatello is not that much taller than Leo. He is definitely taller, but I would say 2012 vibes 100%.
Okay.
Um, you put him that like kind of. I'm obviously he's not flat right now, but dude, it's not. It's nothing like we thought those promo picks were gonna be. So
Yeah, that's
thank
what I was
God,
worried about. I'm like, man, he's gonna tower over him. So like,
not
it
even
gives me
close.
good faith about the not Mikey not being way too short.
Yeah. So what? The only bummer right now for me is like, and Ori had mentioned something like this the other day, like because he hadn't got one in hand, but he was like talking about like you could see it was like shifting gears during production. So like thinking about like the height of Donnie, how there's that alteration that we saw, and we're like, well, what the heck's going on? Like I thought we were on track, whatever. And then we
Yeah,
see with Mikey, he's getting all this added articulation, right? He's getting, I want to say he's getting double elbows. He's getting what else was it? The ball and socket
yeah,
hips.
because we're talking about modding the thighs again. I'm like, man, I might have to do that for the Donnie.
Yeah, and I am gonna actually have to do that for the Donnie as well. But then I get the splinter in, and I can't tell you how much better this figure right here compared to Leonardo, and this feels like this was made by a completely different company. This feels like it was made by almost like Furet, and you've got, and I'll just to show you guys, just like for you to see, you got to hype what's coming for you. We've got bicep, we've got a little bicep cut, which has a little sculpt over it, so there's like a
Okay.
little bit of hidden. It's like hidden well. This is how I never do biceps like this. I never do the cuts like this unless the arm is like pretty much even where I'm going to cut it, which is rare. Usually a bicep is more slender, so if you cut it, you bend it like this, it's going to look like a plus sign. If you were to look at, you know what I mean, it's going to
Yeah,
be
yeah, yeah.
wide
It's gonna
here
like
and thin here.
overlap a little bit.
Yeah, not this. This looks good. You've got double elbows here, which are just absolutely incredible. This hat is magnetized, just
Oh, that's
pops on.
great.
This is magnetized, so it just kind of pops on here. This right here, you got his little backpack with these little elastic cables, but they don't look like cheap elastic cables. They're thick. They match the color. They match the look of everything. You've got this awesome scroll here that's got, this is a fabric scroll, by the way. It's not paper.
Okay.
This is fabric, and it's got awesome like martial arts instructions that go all the way across. You got this awesome
It
ooze
was
canister, which both of these ends open up. They pop off, and so you can
okay.
slide it in and out. These are the most satisfying. I forget the name of the small swords, that they're not katana, the small swords or whatever. But dude, when you get a hold of one of these, and it's just like, I mean, it's perfect. It's like hidden super well. You can barely tell. Like everything about that's awesome. And then he's got torso. He's got like double neck range kind of going right in here. I think there might be a piece that's going all right through here. I'm not sure if there's two or not, but he's got a really good amount of range right there in his neck. And then this is what threw me. So we get to his feet, right? All right, he's got a toe hinge right here, which swivels in the feet.
Oh, okay.
He's got ball and socket. So we're already looking at that Michelangelo articulation, and I saw his knees, and I was like, "Oh man, that sucks." Like he's permanently stuck like this. Wrong, wrong.
Oh, it's hidden.
It's hidden, dude. And I mean, look at that. It goes,
Okay, that's great.
dude. Yeah. So, and also there's a twist there too. So yeah, I saw those legs, and I was like, "Oh man, this was so good."
So
And all of a
close,
sudden,
so close.
dude, yeah, so close. And all of a sudden, it was like, Brent. I'm like,
Boo.
dude, yeah, I was like, dude, this is amazing. And of course, I'm sure you got it, but if you got the little accessory pack or whatever, he's got little baby turtles, and they're
Yeah, I got
super
that coming
cute.
too.
Yeah, and there's even one of them has a little bit of neck and arm articulation, which
Oh, okay.
didn't have to do that. They did it. It's obviously going to be the Donnie figure because he's like the tallest one. I guess
Yeah.
that's where it's at. But I can't. I've been gushing over this one. This one is this Splinter would fit in so well with your Furet line if you got any of those, and if not, he fits perfectly in with these turtles. He's taller, which I really like. He's He's kind of got a hunch over, but you can set him up straight. He has this like ambiguous age to him, so it's like, is he
Is he like
old? Is he
100 or is he like in his 40s? Or
Yeah, it's super cool. And that man, that that I mean, come on,
yeah,
dude.
yeah,
That's
it's kind of remind me of like it looks like the Asura hat over here.
yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, dude. And he would I think he would fit in with him. Like even though that's like, kind of like a demon character or whatever, he still got, you still have like they went way above with the cloth goods. His whole suit is cloth goods. I don't know what's under there. I'm not gonna do any of that, but
Oh
he's
yeah, it
got
might look good.
might look good. It looks like there's definitely some sculpt. Looks like he's got a wrap around his belt. He might have a bare, like, I don't know, chest or something like that going on. Somebody else can do that. I'm keeping him the way he is. I love this figure. So yeah, just wow. Like, very, very, very impressed. Would that Splinter look cool with the Mezco TMNT?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good question. I could probably grab one real quick and see. Let's grab napkin here. Step over a few boxes. So if you've got your Donatello, here's Donnie, just because Donnie. So if we set him up next to him, your boy's bigger. He's kind of smaller, obviously, but I think it could work. I mean, there's a lot of kids out there that are bigger than their parents, so that's really kind of up to you. And I know with photography, if you're wanting photography, you can cheat those angles easily.
You can just go a little bit farther back.
Yeah, a little further back if you need to. But I mean, it seems to work. I mean, I don't know. These, like I said, the Mezco turtles are so perfectly in between everything that you can kind of put them wherever you want. Especially like if you were to put these up against like the Fury figures, like I was talking about, like the big like tiger. Like I don't know if you've seen. You don't have any of those, Esteban? Is that right?
No. Nope.
Okay, those are some. They're like perfect for these turtles, and I think the Mezco turtles as well. And they also kind of play into a lot of the, like, that's like the not leatherhead, like the giant crocodile or alligator.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna look at tracking down. I was like, I might get the not crocodile.
And yeah, but man, I guarantee if you got a hold of that tiger, they're wonderful, man. And sometimes you can actually get really good deals on Amazon on them too.
That's what I was looking. I saw that, and then was it the wolf one?
Oh, William.
Yeah, William.
Yeah, there's regular, and then there's the white wolf, and both of them, I'm like, I don't know which one I like better.
Because the white one comes with the chainsaw, right? Yeah, the regular had the shotgun where you could actually put the shells in there.
Actually, put the shells in, yeah.
Yeah.
It's nuts, man. That's like, I don't know. We have. This is kind of what I put in the description. I was like talking about kind of like third party figures, man. It's just like, it's nuts right now. It's like some of the best stuff that I've ever seen is coming out of third party. Like I did buy some domestic figures this weekend. I got some gifted to me for like some early birthday gifts, which they're still really great. But gushing over that Splinter, man, I'm like, oh man, this is like the one. Like this is the, and it sucks, but it's awesome that Mikey's got all that awesome articulation. But I'm like, man, are you guys gonna backtrack? And then, because I mean, obviously these things sell out, they sell well. Yeah. Like, are you gonna backtrack? Are you gonna give us, Leo and Donnie with those added bits in?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing. That they might do, because it's like people missed out on the Leo. It'd be smart for them to do that, to get money back. They already have the sculpt. Just update the articulation on it. I'm like, dude, you can use money. So people have to like spend up to like $150 getting one off of like eBay or something, or like Facebook groups and stuff, or trying to find the figure and not be the full thing with the accessory set. I got lucky and got mine from Ant.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Anthony's my Oh, also big congrats. Yesterday we were at a wedding from a man, Anthony Martosio, and he married his beautiful wife, Allie. It was incredible. It was really, really awesome little Catholic wedding. So it was good,
6-7 hours later, you finally got
dude. It's funny. It didn't feel as long as you thought it might. It actually went very well. And dude, it was really funny because the priest there was he related Catholicism to wrestling for them.
Oh, did it? Okay.
It was really funny, man. The way he did it was really pretty dang cool. So I was like, that was really fun. But anyways, big congrats to him. Oh, what's up, man? My man Panda's in here, man. I haven't seen you in a minute. We got look at that. Big guns upstairs. What's up, boys? I love that name. That's that sounds like that'd be one of your PlayStation names.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. Dang, man, you guys are popping off in here. This is crazy. Some of the samurai stuff is looking like when the Ninja Turtles first met the Pardon Me, but Rabbit Guy.
Yeah.
Usagi Yojimbo. Come on.
Yeah, Usagi. I'm not saying Usagi.
Come on, go figure. Funny enough, I actually did pick up
the Night Usagi.
Yeah, I got the new Usagi. I wasn't really planning on grabbing it because I thought this guy right here was actually the same as the 4-pack, and while he is the same mold and everything, he is not the same color at all.
I'm about to say it's just a color swap.
Yeah, so I was actually really excited to get him because he was completely different. I think this is more used in the comics. I think this might have been in 1 or 2, like maybe the reading guide options and stuff like that. But I actually like the color scheme on the single pack a little bit better, but they're both really cool. I can't really pick a favorite. I would buy probably a lot more color swaps of Usagi in this and this his space gear. I was like, man, they're just going nuts with these turtles, man. I'm trying to stay away on this one too, dude. I was like, I don't know, man. With Holothon that came out, we talked about this last time, obviously.
Yeah.
But oh man, it's just nuts. If you're looking for that stuff, and freaking Ori, man, of course, who's just a monster finding all that stuff.
Craven.
Dude, yeah, the Craven. He's freaking Craven the Hunter out there. He went to probably, I don't know how many targets he went to. I'm not even gonna try to guess.
Yeah.
But he did.
Too.
Yeah, dude. It's nuts.
That's something I would never do. If it's not that serious, I'm like, dude, if I can't find it, all right, cool. I don't need the figure. I'm not.
We were talking about that, like what's
a way to find it. I'm like, yes, it's not worth the gas.
I used to, there was a time where I did that. Like that's what I was doing. And the hunt, let's go hit up every freaking target, all that stuff. I'm like, nah, now. I'll hit one on the, if it's like yesterday, we went out to one after the wedding because we're like, let's go to a target. Let's go, do a little hunt, which I'm glad I did. We all got to go out. My buddy Clayton and Ashley they were with us as well. They were kid free for the day. So I was like, hey, let's go out to eat. Let's go, y'all want to go to Target? And everybody wants to go to Target. Of course they do.
Yeah.
So let's go to Target. I found Usagi. I was like, cool. That's really fun. And then on the way we left, we're like, all right, everybody, we're leaving. On the way home, well, there's another target. There was a target on the way, and I was like, well, we can stop at one on the way, but I'm not. I'm just getting sold, dude. I'm like, I'm not going out to do that. But I did. Ori did find me.
That's nice.
Yeah, this is cool. It's a heavy effect. This is not as heavy, I think, as the Thor stuff. This is a pretty heavy effect. I mean, it fits really well. He's not going to fall over or something like that. I got to playing with these guys right here. I've only got the Donatello. Probably not going to get the other boys. Part of me knows like if I don't get them. So what I've heard is like this. So this is like that matte finish, right? This is the new.
Yeah, the other ones have like that glossy paint on them.
There was. So So this is what I've been told by Ori. So there were those are the ones that I have from the disguise pack, right? And then they re-released it was a running change or something like that with the disguise pack, and they were matte, so they had a matte color. Well, then these come out, and apparently these are even a different color than the matte. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on with these guys, because all of these heads, these expressions now, they pop off, and you can swap around the heads and the mouths. So if the color's not right, which you can do that with the other ones too, it's not going to look right. And then they've got, and this is what I got surprised with this by my wife and Ori. They got me the 2-pack for my birthday. And once again though, you've got this green, and this right here will match up with this. So I don't know if this is like some kind of crazy NECA play where they're like, oh, you got to keep buying them. We don't care if you if you got them for, because this right now, this is a perfect chance for like people who missed out on cartoon turtles. Go ahead, go get them.
If you can find them.
If you can find them, right? Yeah, I don't. The one, like I said, we went to 2 Targets yesterday. The one I went to had I think they had one of the 2 Sinjas pack from the last Ronin.
Yeah, I saw those. Yeah,
those seem to be kind of warming the pegs right now so far. And then I saw that one Usagi, and I was like, that's really cool. Let's get it. I've heard that the 5 packs are actually semi easy to find right now.
The only thing I've seen in the store so far is the Casey, the job interview Casey, and then the Sinjas.
Dude, so the job interview, the Octopus Inc. business suit Casey, I think if I found that in store right now, I think that I would buy that one. I didn't realize that the head was so different from the first like Casey release.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference. I want to see if I can maybe I can grab this from
my. Pick it up easily.
I have to get. So like, you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not a kid anymore, so I don't get birthday money anymore. So I gotta earn them. I gotta
be a birthday gift. I don't care.
I'm not asking you to do. Let me see if I can get some repairs knocked out, and then we can.
I'll talk fine. To you. It is perfectly fine.
We'll talk. But I want. Let me see if I can find you find everybody out there this image here is pretty cool. Like I said, I didn't realize that there was such a difference in this. And then they've got the obviously like that 4-pack, and that one right now is kind of like kicking me in the butt. I'm like trying to think. I'm like, all right, is this the one that I just stay away from? If I stay away from this, then I can like start avoiding, Ninja Turtles. Or is like this the last one that I want? You know what I mean? That's
what you say about every single figure. Though. It's like, oh, it's gonna be the last one.
It's a disease, right? Yeah, it's a sickness.
They just keep on pulling you back.
I know, dude. That's how it was. I was like, dude, this is enough. And then, of course, I found that Usagi, and I'm like, well, can't skip out on Usagi.
Well, this looks nice with the rest of the set. Let me put it over here.
Yeah, especially when they go with the set. Yeah. Let's see. This one's loaded. So here you go. So look at the one on the right. The head on the right there is that is actually the old Casey head on the new body. Yeah, the business suit. So the business suit body has the old Casey head on it, and the old Casey body has the new business suit Casey head, and that head looks sick.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Looks good. I'm like,
it looks like more forming.
Dude, look at the hair too. The hair has like a wave, and I don't know. It's somebody mentioned it. Actually, it's what's kind of funny is the head that's on the business suit Casey right there actually looks like a little more professional, like his hair's slicked back.
Yeah, it's just.
I thought that was pretty funny, man. I was like, oh man, I hate that though. I hate it whenever you see something like that and you're like, because that 4-pack's that's $150.
Yeah, hard pass. I don't know about that.
But it's also the first time they've given the I think it's the first time in the cartoon line that they've given the Ninja Turtles double elbows. I think that's what they were saying. I think they're usually because that's what I was looking at this Donnie here. And keep in mind this is from the pat, and we've got single with a swivel.
Yeah.
Now the samurai turtle from the 2-pack definitely has double elbows.
Okay,
so that's pretty cool. But those punk turtles look good. What I want to do, and part of me is wanting to do is like I want to almost like do a call out, be like, all right, who here doesn't want the Donatello from that line, like in his accessories, and we can just like split up the payments. Who on here wants who wants a Leo, who wants a Mikey, who wants a Raph? Let's all come together and split that up, and let's do that. Because I was like, I kind of just want the Donatello at this point. Don't need all the freaking turtles constantly. That's I don't know.
We are trying to fight with myself with the last Ronin figures. I'm like, man, I got Raph. I'm like, do I really want Leo, Donnie, and Mikey? But like,
you do.
He looks dope. It's the only one I care about. I'm like,
bro. Oh well, if that's the only one, that's the only one. You know what I mean? Like, why else?
But he needs his brothers,
dude. Okay, the Leo. and the Splinter are
Uh,
really nice. They're
yeah,
really nice. That's kind of funny that you brought that up too. Like triggering in my brain. What I used to do was like I would collect like the brothers,
mhm,
and then like this is like so like it's like almost like your top 10. It was like the brothers, I get Splinter, Casey, April, and then probably the Shredder, Bebop, and Rocksteady. You
yeah.
know, like that was kind of where I'd go. And then man, they just started going. They started releasing everybody, and I'm like, stop.
Your
You're
pox is like,
killing
no,
me.
no, 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 wait, wait, wait.
Wait. Yeah, dude. I'm like, no, no,
You're,
no.
you're way,
Yeah.
you're way too deep, man.
Yeah. I can't, man. I can't. Okay, I can't. Just please, for the love of
Yeah,
all that's
that's what like
gods.
right now, like new figures coming out. I'm like, all right, I'm very selective with
Yeah, dude. It's rough, man. It's rough. It's so damn hard to I don't know, man. Like there's like you don't nobody has that much room. Well, I
yeah,
mean, nobody that I know has that much room. It's like, God dang, like we have to keep on. It's like, what do you do? Do you get rid of the stuff? Do you pack it up and put it somewhere? Do you sell it? So it's like, because I mean, you can almost always rebuy something, but it's gonna cost you probably
way
like,
more,
yeah.
way too. Yeah.
Or sometimes it's funny if you just waited a little bit,
Mhm.
maybe you'd get like the better version. That really drives me nuts is how many like cartoon versions of the turtles that I've actually purchased from NYCC to now
Mhm.
is like I want to say it's like so there was the disguise packs. Even before that, there was the NYCC, there was the disguise pack, there was the other pack, the other 4-pack where they're more green. I
Yeah.
was like, what what's happening? Like why are we doing this right now? I think there was
Yeah.
even like 2-packs that came out of like Leonardo and Shredder, stuff like that, or Shredder, whatever. There was like 2-packs. And I was like, I don't need those, obviously, right? Because I couldn't find
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, like, I don't need those. And then you were like, God damn, I need those.
It's one of those things you don't need it until you see it in store and you're like, oh no. That's what I'd asked the guys in the turtle group. I was like, hey, just real quick question. I was like, this is gonna be the one. You know, this is the way I can not buy this. I was like, do those new turtles, the new punk turtles or whatever in the coats, do they have double elbows? And I was expecting like, nah, they don't. I was like, actually, yeah, they do. For the first time, I was like,
Oh, damn it. No.
why did I even ask? It's just like,
Just lie to me.
just turn my
Just lie to
brain
me.
off, man. He's like, God dang it! I was like, it's so
Just lie to me, man.
stupid.
I'm not trying to buy these.
Dude, yeah, dude. I was like, it's just driving me nuts. Yeah, Cap said, the first Toon Turtles from the 2-packs are permanent residents in the van now, along with the first April. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't even think I've opened up my NECA van. I really hope there's nothing wrong with it. I got that
Just
months ago
toss in a quarter. You just
in the
open it.
garage because it's so big. That's where the
Yeah.
only place it'll fit right now is in a literal garage. Like
Yeah.
that's it.
Because, like, I don't know if whenever I do situate all my shelves and stuff, like, where would I have my Batmobile? Just chilling over there.
I mean, you know, it makes sense for your collection though. You like that's technically your Batmobile for the Batman that you really like, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Batmobile all day, baby.
But you also said that the app stopped working.
Yeah,
The
but it's
remote
fine.
control?
Yeah, the remote control, it's fine. I was like, I don't need it to run around the house. It was
That
cool.
that upsets
cool.
me though. That like you can't like. Is there anything? I wonder if there's somebody out there that's like made a. I guarantee you somebody could make a remote control for that thing
Yeah.
like easily.
But it's cool because
Easily.
I have it like raised, so it's look cool. Because like the
Yeah.
only thing that I actually did was like bring it down, move the gauntlets, and have the smoke come out the back. But like, it's cool like that. It's post up,
Yeah.
have the Batman on it.
That's a weird problem that I don't think I would have actually foreseen happening in a say I'm not gonna say a toy, but it's like a high end collectible
Yeah, it's all
for
so it's pretty. I got it at vintage stock half off. It was like a almost $400 thing. I got it for like one something, two something. Not even that.
do you know the brand on that? Do you know who made that?
I don't have the boxes over there.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's no worries. Yeah, just but a giant like is it in scale with your 12 figures? Yeah. I want to see it. We gotta see that. If you guys haven't seen this freaking thing, look at this guy. Holy smokes!
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Hang on, let me go full screen for you. And what figure is that in there?
Mezco tactical bat.
Good night. Look at that thing.
Yeah, it's a
It's a monster.
it's a big boy.
That's a monster, dude. Yeah, and so apparently they had like a phone app where you could control stuff with it. Would it drive or it only did like the stuff?
Oh no, it drives. You could have it the gauntlets, you could turn it, and then it had a camera in the front where the gauntlets are at, so you could look like you're driving, and there's a camera on the driver's side, so it looks like the hands are steering. It was pretty cool.
And the app just stopped?
It wouldn't let me sign back in. It's like, oh hey, you don't own this device. I'm like, it's right here. What are you talking about? It's on the floor.
Okay, so I wonder if there's a way you can get in contact with them and get that thing working again. That'd be cool. I'd love to see. I'd love just to, if you could. I would love to like showcase that on a stream at some point because that looks so freaking cool, dude.
That probably have to figure it out.
Yeah. We'll look into that later. But
dated app from like 2019, 2020. So I don't know if they even updated it. It's been a while since I've used it.
You know, it's funny. It just kind of like, I don't want to get on a sore subject, but it almost reminds me of like, you know, like how with digital gaming it is now, and they're like, oh, you don't really own that game anymore.
Yeah, that's one thing. Like I'm always someone advocate for physical media. That's why I always get Blu-rays. People are like, oh, why don't you just buy it on digital? I'm like, I like opening the case. I like having the steelbook. I'm like, it's
well, cool. You remember we were talking just the other day, and it was in there that was like, if you're a fan of 28 Days Later, which I'm a giant fan, it's like if you don't own the physical media, it's not streaming anywhere, and they're out of production. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I mean, I get, you know, obviously there's a million movies out there to watch, but I want to watch that one.
Yeah, I went back to Venture Stock. Remember how I told you I had it on sale?
Yeah.
It was in a case and it was at $80.
Oh.
And the week when I told you that it was on sale, it was $5, and then they're like, I guess they must have looked it up online. They're like, oh hey, this is expensive. $80 the fucking Plexi thing.
Was it the Blu-ray?
To Blu-ray 2-pack.
See, I have the first and second movie on DVD, and I was like, still works. You know, if I just really got to get that fixed in, which now I hear that there's a new sequel coming out too, which is nuts.
28 years later, or something like that.
Is it years? So, which is it literally 28 years later now? I'm trying to think of like the time. I want to say I was in, was I in high school? If so, then it's not 28 exactly, but it's getting close. Dude, it's getting really, really close to that, which that would be. Whew. Anyway, speaking of getting older, Hallelujah came in. I got Kenny Masters here, and Kenneth Masters. Dude, is that not just the most exciting thing to have that on the back?
He's in my pile of loot. I'm probably gonna ship him out this week. Don't get me started.
Here's your boy.
Don't get me started.
Oh my God. He's pictured there, and we've even got like Evil Ryu and Evil Ken, which is pretty cool. Yeah. That those are on there. I
want to see how big that Sagat's gonna be.
I don't think they're gonna screw it up. I think it's gonna be. I don't think they're gonna pull an SHF on us. I think they're gonna make that correct, which is super crazy. I don't like to knock them like that, but they did mess up really bad when they made Sagat. But then they come out with Vega, and Vega was like freaking gorgeous. Vega's in scale with these guys, I bet, which is nuts. Anyway, so got Ken. On top of that, I got the re-release of the Skyward Sword Link. I got this just as a vanity purchase. I'm not gonna lie. I have the original figure. I want to see if this one maybe is a little bit more sturdy, and then maybe a custom's on the way. So, you know, we'll see what happens with that. And finally, oh my God, he's so heavy.
Mortal Kombat X.
Big, and I'm not the biggest like X fan, but come on, it's Goro. And this thing looks freaking awesome, man. And right now, where Storm's at, they
lost the license, right?
Yeah, they're supposed to be. I had heard, so whatever. I'd heard that in June or July, I think they're supposed to be trying to renegotiate with Warner Brothers. This is what we heard. We were talking about this in a we have a little Mortal Kombat group as well. We're talking about, not Caps in there, and we were talking about that. Johnny said, look at that for the 28 days, 28 years later, it has been 22 years, dude. So if that movie comes out, oh man, that's nuts.
Not unless they wait until like 26 or 27.
Yeah, right. We'll just wait a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all you got to do is wait a little bit.
He's writing it right now. I was looking it up. He's writing it right now, so it might take a while.
Yeah, it could. I mean, that's how it works at this point. Like, it's not going to come out tomorrow, so I got to open up this Goro just because. Man, this is crazy. It's just like, it's really funny the fact that they had to put that many
hands,
that many extra hands in there, dude. Like they had to. There's no getting around that. This is nuts.
That's a big boy.
2 heads. Let's see how many hands is that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20 hands.
Jesus.
That's pretty good. Golly. It's like a turkey leg you get at like the Texas Fair or whatever. Yeah. This is a giant. This is a really cool. Like this one, I think worked though really well. That's like I don't like to mix my my designs especially in the Mortal Kombat world here, but I never got the first Goro. I'm not really upset that I missed it. I've fixed a few of them. While it is a really nice figure, like I remember like his feet were so like because you'll notice here like they don't have there's no holes. They're not flat.
No.
But these are way more flat. The first ones were kind of shaped like actually like a real foot. So when you try to step it down, you've got an arch.
Yeah.
And so that arch isn't like making connection. And so he's like, he topple over. He was real top heavy. It looks like they really got like everything. This feels even. Yeah. This feels really very evenly distributed, like all the weight. Man, that's nuts. That's not even sculpted on. It's just like an awesome. Got his little cave right there. I'd love to see somebody like make like some mods for this because you could see like right now that these let's see if I can move them or whatever, but these are not permanent. Yeah, the only thing that is like that doesn't match up is this right here, these little straps. Yeah. But the rest of it, man, you could probably make. I mean, I'm sure especially with all the 3D printing guys that we got out there now, you could probably make a classic easily. Just a big old giant 4-arm boy.
Or you can like make different gauntlets like how he has in the game with like the teeth hanging out and stuff.
There you go. Yeah, all that stuff like that. I mean, like just go for it. I would love to see somebody like that. I'm sure like there's like a bunch of guys out there like some of my favorites are Hottest Fuzz Customs and Custom Combatants. As far as like video game guys go. Oh, and my man, I should pimp out his son Wukong. He's awesome, dude. I want to say he's in Ireland. Super, super nice guy. And dude, he's been pumping out like Metal Gear. Oh, he did John Marston.
Oh, did he?
He just did a John Marston head, and stuff like that. So it's like tons of Metal Gear, like Liquid Snake, Solid Snake, stuff like that. But I don't know, all these guys. Yeah, Hottest Fuzz. He even has some like dude. Have you seen them? We've been looking at those Helldivers things, man. I'm like,
I was thinking about getting a wrecker and make my suit on that.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Because I bet you could get. But I was like, I could get like a one that's loose.
I bet you could get. So Wrecker was like for some reason like one of the cheapest ones too. I don't know why, but he was. I bet you could get that season 1 Wrecker for probably nothing, and start making some some Freedom Boys.
Yeah, because I was looking at the set that he had. I'm like, all right, I'm waiting for him to get better guns because like the guns he has are great, but like it's not the guns I use. I used the SMG and the shotgun.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, give me the sniper. Did he make the sniper?
He said he was making new stuff because I saw the recent kit that he made had a automaton head. I'm like, ooh,
man, we might. I haven't played it.
I have to hit him up and to see if he could make like certain weapons for us because like I'll be down.
He will. Man, he's first off, he's super cool. I think he's the one that made the Ganon head, and I was getting really hyped up about it, and then I clicked on it. I was like, oh, it's the. I mean, nothing against him, but it was the Tears of the Kingdom Ganon, and I'm like, well, I'm getting one from Figma, so I don't really. I was like, but I did ask him. I was like, hey, if you could make Twilight Princess or stuff like that, and he was like, yeah. And then I also talked to Sun Wukong, and I was like, maybe you could make one of those. Maybe you can make a regular Ganon, because some of us really want a regular Ganon and don't want to pay like $150 for it.
Yeah, I mean, like it would fit perfect on this figure. That'd be great.
That's what I want. So that's what I want to do so freaking bad. I want to
Yeah,
do that
man,
and
so
then my
bad for
work one.
that.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. He's trying to get his money. But I'm like, bro, I'm not,
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna send you my figure for it to be lost in postage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's not happening.
I'm like, I'm not doing that. That's not gonna happen. Johnny talked about the Goro,
Yeah.
the Oops All Hands edition. Yeah, dude, straight up, man, this thing is nuts. I can't believe how many hands are in here. I wish they had a smiling head for him. Would be really cool. But he's like
Cool.
he's got kind of like pursed lips, and then he's got like big mad boy, and I'm getting pretty angry. Mad boy.
Really cool.
What is it?
Like Johnny's broken glasses, like from the movie.
See, yeah, imagine. I'd love to see somebody also sculpt like that, where he's like eyes are crossed.
Yeah.
That's so awesome, man. Somebody was actually making one of those at one point. I remember seeing a Trevor Goddard Kano from the movie. Like it looked like the head. I was like, man, like I would love to put that on my Storm Collectibles figure. That'd be just freaking, be so good, so freaking good. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's sad to. Oh God, it really breaks my heart to hear Mortal Kombat like Storm losing that, because man, I said I was like, I'm never buying more Mortal Kombat figures, because no company has ever made the full line since I can't remember who did it, but GI Joe, the GI Joe figures from back when I was a kid. That's what they made. I was just like, and even then, the only way to get Kano was he came with, I think, a motorcycle, and the only way to get Reptile was you had to buy a boat.
Oh, why?
Because it was. I mean, it was like GI Joe, but it was also, I don't know, man. It was like stupid. It was like just a way to sell figures. But even then, like you could get them all at least. And then it was like, who was all those other companies, man? Was it Jazzwares and stuff like that? They try to come out with these figures, and I'm like, all right, I buy them. No. Line goes down.
Picked it up too. I'm like, dude, my thing is, give it to Jada. It'd be great. It would be great. They're already practicing on soft goods with the Cyberpunk figures.
Dude, and I want to say in works with Rebel 10. Because Rebel 10 Customs, I want to say they're working with her on that, which
didn't she do the coats?
Yeah.
The stuff. Yep.
Yeah, and big shout out to Rebel 10 Customs. Yeah. If you guys aren't following her, she's amazing. She's actually working on some things for me right now, which I'm really excited. Things that I've wanted for a while. And her art, I mean, she's an artist. That's all I can say. Like very talented with that. To answer your question, yeah, at this point, like with the Nightwing, I'm still kind of working on it. Like I've got like the arm here, and then it's still a little. It's getting smoothed out right there. I still got to paint over it. It's pretty glossy, but yeah, I went back in and redid it, and I'm pretty sure that's as far as he's gonna be. It's just a lot of trial and error trying to figure out how to basically apply a glue smoothly, and it's just like it doesn't want to do it. It just doesn't want to do it at all. I'm like, all right, well, that's fine.
Hello.
I'm not bothered. Hello, Karis. Pre-ordered my third-party Mortal. Oh yeah, did you see that?
Yeah. It looks nice. It looks kind
of. It is, like but
1.6 version from 3.0.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what it pretty much looks like. A shrunk down version of it. I'm like, those are pretty cool. I'm like, I already have the Storm collectibles. Like, I don't need another sub. I'm good.
Yeah. I was about to say, like, if you're like a diehard Sub-Zero fan, like, go for it. Like, I think that, and I was like, part of me was like, kind of like that, but
yeah. But I already got the first edition of the Sub-Zero, so I'm good, man. I'm like, I don't need a.
Yeah.
If I never complete my team of ninjas, why would I want to restart it with a new line?
You know? Right? Yeah, and how do we know how far that line's gonna? Like, I'm telling you,
yeah.
If you're fine with just having Scorpion and Sub-Zero on your wall, if you're fine with just having Superman and Batman, I get it.
Yeah.
But some of us want
the whole team.
Some of us want the whole team. You don't have to. Yeah, exactly. That's where like I'm kind of selfish when it comes down to this Storm Collectibles thing because it's like what I wanted all I wanted was Mortal Kombat 3 or Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 really because then I could get, just a little bit more. But it I got my favorite characters. So like I have my top 4 and if Cabal gets made, which I don't know if that's even possible at this point, then I'd have my top 5. But Shiva got delayed, but she's in my top 4. Like I got Kano, Nightwolf, Liu Kang, and then Shiva's on the way. I was like, man, let's go. If I could get Cabal, it'd be great, but it doesn't look like it. But what really sucks is that we didn't get like Johnny Cage or any of the females.
Yeah.
Besides Shiva.
I'm about to say they should have knocked out of the park with Jade, Katana, Melina.
Keep going. You know what I mean? Like that's
even Sindel would have been great too.
Oh God, I love Sindel. Yeah, I love Sindel, and I would have, as much as she sucks, I would have loved a Sonya too.
Yeah,
that's just a Kano fan of me.
They could have did like variants of Sonya. They could have had her like the green tights with the black leotard on top, or like their commander Sonya or Jax.
Yeah,
We never had Jax, did we?
We didn't know.
Dude, oh my God, we could have had like different.
Because that would have been metal arm. Yeah, you could even. I mean, because we know you could pop the arms off.
Yeah,
like easily. Man, you could have. And even though it wouldn't have been like accurate, it still would have been cool to play in, like you're saying, almost like play into like the new Mortal Kombat's where you can kind of, swap the pieces out and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Like, so yeah, I don't know, man. It sucks that it's what I think happened and what it really feels like happens. They got too many licenses and just didn't know how to juggle them.
I'm not saying anything about a certain company that's subpar, but yeah.
I mean, it was just like, I understand how exciting it must be to like get so many licenses, but it's like, man, if you're dealing with
zero in and be like, all right, cool, this is what we're gonna do with this line, instead of like, oh hey, new line. Right.
Get a plan and because I'm looking at Jada, and it's like, guess what? Here's the figures we're making so far, and then we get to see like all those figures that they've already got like the protos for and whatnot. It's like, oh my gosh, they're doing it. Like they're actually going to do this, and they're accessible, they're affordable, they're fun, and I mean, what else do you want from an action figure at that point? Like, and just give us the whole. And if you don't want to open your figures,
you don't have to.
You don't have to. Cool. And the packaging is legit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like they've got that
arcade box.
Yeah, arcade box. My wife saw that. She goes, "Oh, those are really cool packaging." Yeah, I mean, look at.
Yeah, it looks
how cool
great.
Is that? Yeah, all these are looking really great, man. I'm probably the most hyped, even though Vega's my favorite. I'm probably the most freaking hyped to get a DJ figure. Like I'm losing it over that. I can't believe that we're finally gonna get DJ, because that's where Soda never gave us a DJ. They started what happened? They started jumping into other. It was like still in Street Fighter, which was cool. But it was like, you got to finish one of the games at least. So we have this. Yeah, you gave us some cool. Like, I would understand like getting Akuma. You know what I mean? Because even Akuma wasn't in like. So this is Ultra Street Fighter 2.
I thought it was in Ultra instead of 2.
Yeah, because he wasn't in. I remember he wasn't in. Was it Super Street Fighter 2? The new challengers. What was it? It was the one after that, and I don't think Akuma was. I don't know if it was Turbo or if it was called something else. But Akuma wasn't playable. But he'd come in and like whoop M. Bison's ass, and like you had to fight Akuma, and it was like, whoa, who is this? Like, who is this guy? Like, this is nuts. So there was that. But the fact that he's on the back of the box, I hadn't actually seen that yet. And then the fact that this right here is really exciting. Like, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I love that because it's like, what a cool nod to a random deal. But I remember they were talking about like this would be a really good way if we put out variant figures, like variant colors, then we can actually give them different effects. So if they do that, that's going to be really crazy, because then now you got your Yoga Fire and you got your Yoga Flame. You know what I mean? Like that's if they're able to do that, that's really, really cool.
They haven't. I was about to say, Guile hasn't come out, has he?
Not for these guys, nuh-uh.
Because say you can have like the different effects, like with the Sonic
Boom and the Flash Kick.
Yeah, I was about to say, but not unless what's the guy's name? His friend that died,
Charlie.
Charlie, with the backwards kick, the flash kick.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Because I remember even I think I still have like my old Charlie figure, like that's from I think it was Resource or something like that. I can't remember. Palisades. He's got 5 points of articulation. The figure looks great. That's it. That's all you could do with it. And then I remember NECA with their Street Fighter 4 line actually did a Charlie variant for Guile, but they just put him in like a yellow vest, so it wasn't orange, but it was yellow vest and like flat green pants. I was like, that's a cool nod.
Yeah.
But that's another thing too. It's like, all right, if you're gonna make Charlie, wait until you do all of these that are on the back of this box. You know what I mean? And I think that's what Jade is doing. They've also obviously got that Mega Man line, so they can focus on those. So it's like, man, as long as they don't get like we want them to get more lines, but it's like, you know, we also have Cyberpunk, so now we're starting to see like how many figures like can you make at a time, and what I guess what areas, what licenses are going to be slowed down due to that. Are they going to be slowed down? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. Oh, there's a good one. Hey, what's up, man? My man Hankin, all the way down there.
I was actually gonna bring that up. The Dark Stalkers. I was gonna ask if you've seen the photos. Of,
Darksiders.
Darksiders, my bad. Yeah.
Yeah. I did. I saw it, that they were reworking. I saw the horse. I didn't realize that's a new thing, right? They didn't.
Yep. They just announced that.
Man.
With the updated photos. I'm like, ooh.
Let's see. Let me see if I can't pull that up real quick. We'll share the screen on that one. Yeah, I did. I saw that right before we hopped on, and I was like, man, I've already got him pre-ordered. I saw that horse, and you know, used to be it felt like used to I was if the horse wasn't like articulate, I was like, whatever. But now I'm thinking like, man, that's a really cool like standing piece for, you know, just if it's, you know, nice solid piece that's like even attached to a base, and you've got your character on. I was like, okay,
yeah, like hopefully like your Mythic Legions in the background or something.
Yeah, you know, and I think
it's that big. It might
be
right.
Exactly. Yeah, and I'm wondering like, well, you know, what's the cost if you add the horse? Because I haven't bought a what's it? It's not Ghost Rider, but it's like the Western.
Okay,
and there's a third party of that, and I'm like, I want that. And it comes with a flaming horse that lights up via LED. I was like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, I'm talking about that.
Yeah, I'm good with that. So here we go. Here's our so there was Abyss Knight. Yeah. It's always funny too whenever they like, you know, they gotta like block out the face. But then
the next photo is literally there.
Literally there. Yeah, look at that thing.
It looks like it's articulated. If not, it's just a base. That's cool too.
Yeah, because I'm not seeing. I mean, this is just a 3D render, so who knows? Yeah. There, it does look like almost like there's a cut here, almost here, but then right here, I don't know. You know, if maybe that bends.
Like it takes apart when you arrive, so you have to put it together, and that's how the stand is.
Kind
of like how Venom over here for the PlayStation 2 edition of Spider-Man. Okay. I mean the PS4 or PS5 edition of Spider-Man, where you have to hook in Miles and Peter.
How many inches of Venom was that?
18.
18 inches of Venom, y'all. You got to get that sometimes.
Right here.
Dang! Hang on a second.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah. And you plug it in here, and then I think the arm here, something like that. It's a pretty big box.
That's a really cool set piece.
Yeah, it came with a collector's edition.
Man, that's awesome. I like that.
Yeah.
What's up, Goober? How y'all doing? Man? Yeah, there you go. There once again. Yeah, Max was saying that too.
Yeah. I'm just don't want them to do a Super 7 and bite too much and never do a full line. Like go too much like to obscure characters and be like, oh hey, here's this. I'm like, dude, we never got the full Simpsons.
Man, yeah, and it's who is it working on the new Simpsons right now?
I don't know. They look like all right.
Yeah, I mean, it's like if you want to get them all, I guess you can, but it's like, I will say, so obviously there's a lot of talk, a lot of anger around Super 7.
You said Jax, apparently.
Oh, is it Jax? Okay,
That's
yeah,
what Bonnie said.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, so Jax, you know what? I mean, accessible. Could be
He's,
fun. Could come with some really good accessories.
yeah.
We'll see. But yeah, on the talks of Super Seven, not to try to bring up any bad blood on them and whatnot, because they do. I mean, they unfortunately, it's like there's a stubbornness there. There's a
Mm-hmm.
hard headedness there to like
It's
not.
very obvious. Very
Well,
obvious.
yeah, I mean it's public. You know, it's public knowledge that he doesn't want to adjust his stuff or anything. But it's like, you know, I really I like this figure a lot. There's a couple like I guess there's like a place maybe for a few Super Seven stuffs in my collection. I've got a couple.
Well, I got a figure in which turned me off from them.
Well, I got so here I'll show you one that like really.
This right here. It looks gross and the eyes look terrible.
Oh yeah, that one's not. I don't think that's really one of their best.
Yeah, and the eyes look.
Whoa, no, bro! Oh no!
Yeah, and they're like it. Kept the photos were pretty much like the bus. The photos are like, oh hey, it's a light brown. I'm like, all right, cool, light brown, cool. Go my other 8 figures if I get some more. It came out black. I'm like, all right, cool.
Hey, hang on. Do me a favor. Can we get a look at that face one more time?
All right.
Dude. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. What flight was that left eye taken that the right I'd already left on?
Homie, it looks like you got blue eyes. When I blew this one, when I blew that way.
Oh. Oh no.
Yeah, no, that's like what that when I got that, I'm like, okay.
Let's see. I've got this one. So here's one
because
that
like I was super hyped with like them getting the Run the Jewels license, and I thought they were gonna actually get like ultimates. I'm like, all right, cool, 5 points. I'm like, I hate 5 points for like every fiber in my being. So I'm like,
yeah, because they're really expensive, and
just for something that's this big, you don't need that. Like,
I have purchased one. I purchased one of them. I purchased Donatello. Just because I was there, and I wasn't even sure of like the price. I remember I picked it up and I was like, okay, cool, and it might have been on the wrong peg, you know, price wise. And then I was like, bloop, hit it, and I was like, oh,
yeah, it's like 45 usually. I'm like, for something.
Oh, what for the reaction one?
Yeah,
it was like maybe I think it was like $20, like
oh
for the reaction.
dude.
I was like, that's a little too much.
The one thing that got me hyped that they got the license for Sesame Street, and they're like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be a reaction." I'm like, dude, you could have easily did ultimates.
Stop,
ultimates, dude. Like you could have had like a Bert Ernie. You could have had like the. Oh my god.
So I like this from Super 7. This works for Super 7's their, how do I put this? Their articulation policy. This figure right here works. A big, chunky robot who doesn't have to have a whole lot, but has more than a general robot would probably have. All of these attachments are really cool. This even comes off if you want that to come off. Multiple arms. These like move and articulate here. And then, of course, you've got this right here. I don't think the jaw articulates, which is really upsetting. But other than that, this one, cool. I like this from them. This right here makes sense from them.
Like some of their Power Ranger stuff looks cool,
but like I don't know what you
would get better than the Lightning collection.
That. I don't know, man. There's
like the reader looks decent too because I saw it at a Comic-Con. I was just thinking about picking them up. I'm like, do I really? Because I don't have them. I don't know how they will scale with the Mezco ones that I'm getting eventually when it does come out. So I'm like,
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's And if anybody like Cat right here saying the Slam Dunk and Don, I thought about it. I actually had that. I had the keyboard Donnie. I had all that on pre-order, and I was like, man, I have a problem with the price.
Yeah.
Which
It's
I
not
mean,
worth it, honestly, man.
I pay a good amount of money for things, man. I will pay good money for something that I feel like is worth it to
Mhm.
me. That's where I mean, and that's it. That's all I'm judging my payments off of. And after getting all the Super 7 stuff, I don't I don't do anything with them. Unfortunately, like I have this Donatello nearby right now because like I've literally like this is my second of this Donatello because they went on sale. I took
Mhm.
this one and then the undercover raft that went on sale because Dave Wonder he actually made like a custom of undercover Donnie because we didn't
Oh,
get
okay.
one. So I was like, well, I'm gonna do that. Like I would love to do that. So luckily for like I want to say it probably came out to about $65 or $70 total. I spent for two figures. 35 bucks I think would be okay for Super 7. I think 35 would be okay. That's the price of a freaking NECA figure, by the way.
Yeah, I was about to
But
say
they
NECAs are usually like 35.
Yeah, so they come with I mean the Super 7 figures come with really nice accessories.
Mhm.
The sculpt is usually really nice. It's the articulation that really kind of kicks these in the pants for me.
Yeah.
Um, that's really it because it's like I don't know. There's not even double knees on this thing. There's this it's a nice figure. I really love what they did with like these alternate heads as well. I love the fact that they did this like nostalgic because that's what they're all about, and I think that's it. I think that's the thing is the nostalgia. So you get the 5 points figures.
Mhm.
These right here must have been like pulling teeth to get him to do articulation like this, but here we are. And then I remember another thing was like the April figure. I got her, and I was like, I think I'm done.
Yeah.
I was like, that was not fun for me. That did not. What is it? That did not bring me joy.
Yeah.
Whew, that brought me the opposite of joy, dude. I'm mad. I'm
Is it
still
the one that
mad
had
at
like
that
super long
figure,
neck?
dude. Looked like she was made out of wax candles. She literally looked like an old like candle you would have found in like a church or something. It was just like, oh boy, I paid money for this. I paid a lot of money for that too. Way more
Yeah.
than I
Like
wanted to. Yeah, that. There's nothing worse than feeling the payment on a figure.
Mhm.
Like if you can forget about it, A, that might be a problem, but also B, that means that you're probably having so much fun with whatever it is. You're so happy with what you have that you're not worried about that anymore. Uh God, dude, getting that. Oh, here you go. Like hey all, chilling on the weekend with some Joes that arrived. Have a nice day. What Joes did you get? Because man, I got a lot of Joes. I showed them off not too long ago, but it was like the Big Boa might be one of the most fun figures I think we've gotten out of Joe's, and I'm not diminishing Joe's because they're great. Quick Kick was awesome. Duke was awesome. Got another Recondo, which is just fine. I saw Metalhead is really cool. Little disappointed on Metalhead because he didn't come with his classic backpack. Hopefully, I'm really hoping that a 3D printer makes that for us. But I saw those. Have you seen the like the generic kind of Joes, like the diver and like the look like a
That they're coming out
military?
with the
I saw
repaints.
no, they're like I think they're 35 bucks and they come with like 3 heads, stuff like that. They almost look like a Valaverse kind of deal going on. I saw these in Target yesterday. Dude, for the here, I'll pull this up right here. This is for those of you that don't know, or for those of you that just want to see them again. Um, these are super freaking cool. I'm not sure what the title is on these though. Um, they're like I said, they're like a deluxe figure or something like that, but it's one figure, comes with like multiple heads, ton of freaking accessories. Here we go. This one's called the Recon Diver. Let's pull this guy up real quick. And like I said, I did see this in Target yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, so you've got this really cool.
That's
Dark skin, light
accessories.
skin. Yeah, look at all this accessory stuff right here. Comes in a nice little clean box. Um, yeah, and you get like just all of this stuff. Like I said, and this was like for $34.99.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all. I mean, that's NECA price.
Yeah.
And you're getting
A lot of stuff.
a lot of stuff, and it's from Hasbro as well. And I saw this one as well. This is another one.
Yeah,
Um,
that
it's
Gatling
pretty,
gun.
yeah,
Or the 45 at the bottom. Yeah.
yeah. Pretty cool, man. And I do love the fact more than anything that they gave us light and dark skin. I think it's cool. I think that it'd been really cool if we would have got like an in between. You know, just so we can include everybody. But I'm sure we'll see some of that later on, anyways. But I was like, man, that's pretty cool. Like, just as I don't know, for them to like start throwing these figures out there too, while we're still, you know, I don't know, still going with the line. I want to really give a big shout out to Hasbro. I know you guys are watching.
Just send some Ghostbuster figures this way. Thank you.
That's all we want, right?
Yeah,
dude. Me and Ez here have been playing Ghostbuster Spirits Unleashed lately.
Yes, sir.
Just not the newest game, still very, very much fun. We might have a really cool project coming up for you guys to view. Little tandem project, actually, kind of accidentally tandem project here that I think they're going to be working on together. That both of us just kind of got hyped over. And I was like, all right, yeah, let's do this. So
yeah, just like, all naturally like fell together. Like, oh hey, can you find this? Like, all right, cool. It's just like suits.
Dude, this is gonna work. Oh man, I got all hyped up, man, last night after the wedding and all that stuff and running around. I was, you know, tired, and so I laid down in the couch and I'm just watching like Adam Savage go to the sets, and then I went down a rabbit hole where it's like I'm watching people build proton packs and stuff. I'm like,
I know to him about it at Comic-Con. He was talking about he was gonna go to the set that weekend.
Oh yeah, that's right. You said that.
Yeah, because
you met him, didn't you?
Yeah, he's great. I actually have selfies with him.
That's so cool, man. Yeah, I missed out on the it really sucks. I missed out on I'd missed out on like the Spangler Proton wand. And so whenever the Proton pack came out, I just was like, well, I can't get it. Why would I get that? I missed out on the Proton wand. I'm never going to get the neutrino one or whatever. Look at that.
It's me and my girlfriend with them.
Yeah. How cool is that, man? That's so yeah, dude, I was blown away. I'm blown away by his Ghostbusters knowledge. It's nuts.
Yeah.
Like I'm a big fan, but it's like they know every single part and piece and what it's called and what it is. You know, like a mechanic would for a car, and that's them. I want a proton pack so freaking bad.
Yeah, me and Ash are looking at suits for Halloween. Because they just announced they're having the thermal suits with the Arctic coat, and then the basic brown suit under, and then they have the black suit, and I want the black suit so bad.
Oh man, where's this at?
It's a Halloween.
Just Halloween stores or whatever, like the Spirit or whatever.
Yeah, they're about to release. Like, there's one like the budget edition, and there's the other one, but I had to look more into it because this Ghostbusters group that I'm in, the Ghostbusters News, they just showed it's like, hey, they're gonna have costumes coming out this year. I'm like, best believe it's not more than $300. I'm gonna get that suit.
Did you see? Yeah, I remember I saw like the 1/1 scale Spirit Halloween like the pack. It was like $250, and it's nice. It's really nice. I was like, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'll wait for it to go on sale.
Yeah, since I missed out on a Proton pack, and then it was there for just a minute. It was there for just a minute not too long ago when I still actually had my Pulse subscription, and Dave Wonder hit me up. It had been up for like, it couldn't have been like 3 to 7 minutes. I can't remember. It was very short and it was gone. It was just like, so I kind of want to build my own pack, but not like the guys that are like building their own packs. Like, I think I want to do like a completely different custom pack, which I'm sure the Ghostbuster community will either love or be like, it's not canon.
Like, well, it's my canon.
It's my canon.
Don't worry about it.
Please don't ruin my joy. Like, I want that in some goggles so bad now. I'm just falling right back into my love. Like, it's always there, but there's something that just like happens. It just pops back up again, and I'm like,
just walk around the neighborhood, just throw away your trap. Get in the trap.
Get in the trap. Get in the trap. Like scaring people. Hey man, you got to stop throwing that trap around the town. It's like really starting to spook everybody. Like somebody say,
well, you look ghostly. You're pale. Get some sun.
Yeah.
Great.
He snapped my son because he was looking ghoulish. Your son looked ghoulish, so I had to zap him. Tie him up with a freaking cable. It's like, dude, you're gonna get arrested in that. It's like
You
local
might get put on a
Ghostbuster.
list.
Yeah, I'm a Ghostbuster. Like, this is perfect.
Don't walk by Crazy Bill's house. You have to run past it. Get in the trap for the porch.
Just screaming at the local kids. Hey, stop, man. Stop. Oh, dude, yeah. This right here, this is a really good idea, by the way. Kind of switching gears, but yeah, I was gonna do the same thing, man. That NECA Kino foot soldier set is awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I need to look for that. That and then him with the moped.
Yeah. So I lucked out and I was able to get that one through whatever it was. I don't know. It came in like a pizza box set. I think it was through NECA's, their comic holathon or whatever. Are they doing that one single packed or anything? Or
I wouldn't know, dude.
yeah, I kind of like follow it, and then if I get it, then I don't pay attention to it ever again. It feels like I'm done.
It's like one of those things, like it disappeared. I'm like, all right, I might never have it. It's all right.
Yeah, with the movie stuff, I'm usually last to get like on those chains. Like I wanted the actual figures, and I will say this: like if you don't care about third party out there, if you guys don't have the movie Ninja Turtles, there's what is it? Is it Temu? I think it's Temu. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can buy like the GameStop ones, and they're knockoffs, but my wife got me one of the Donatellos just to try it out, and I was like, it's pretty good.
The eyes are a little iffy, but yeah, they look
right. Nah, dude, he was good. He was good. I was looked at him. I'm like, this is pretty legit. Like, I could see where the KO is at, but I think you could have fun with this. Like, it's not like, anything.
I got like KO Gremlins for Christmas for just to have in my tree. I'm like, I'm not gonna take photos and stuff of them. I'm like, yeah, one came with a missing ear. I'm like, I'm not worried about it. I paid what, $8 for it.
It's like whenever I bought that KO. Was it Ezra Miller Flash? Just because I wanted to take some funny photos because it come with the Ezra Miller head, and like the Flash he didn't have any of his lightning bolts. They're gone. I was like, hey, I want to say I paid like $8 for it, and I'm like, hey, this thing didn't come with. I'm complaining. They didn't come with the lightning bolts on his head, and they're like, you want $2 off? I was like, yes.
Thank you.
I was like, I remember after I was done with that, I was like, I feel gross. I was like, why did I complain about that? I was like, it's such a petty thing to complain about.
Like, I didn't want to complain about it. I'm like, dude, it was already delayed until a day after Christmas because it was supposed to be on my Christmas tree. I'm like, all right, it is what it is.
I mean,
well, it came on Christmas Day because we celebrate Christmas on the 24th.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, it'll be all right.
It'll be all right. It just came with missing an ear.
Yeah, one of them came missing an ear, but I'm like, I wasn't because I bought like a 5-pack or 4-pack. Yeah, I was missing a year. I'm like, I could just put because I was hunting down the Christmas ones. And
you could put the Christmas hat on, huh?
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah. All right. That's just...
the hat said NECA on it, and I was like, I could just like have it where like he's stylish and he has the hat sideways.
I mean, that is a very Silver Linings way to look at missing a piece.
And I'm like, I wasn't really mad about it. I'm like, I'm not gonna send the figure back. It's gonna cost more to ship it than get a figure.
Yeah, I understand. Absolutely, dude. I understand that. What do we got here? What is the Dreadnoks car's name? I don't know, man. Swamp Buggy. Beer Truck. I don't know, man. Jay's not here right now. Jay would be able to answer that. Jay had some...
Yeah,
Jay had bad internet. He's gone. Yeah, dude, I don't know. About Joe. Do you have any Joes? Do you collect any Joes at all? Oh man, those are really
those are cool. Mm-hmm. I just never was into Joes like that. I barely remember the show. I know it was like it's like I'm not gonna be like, oh hey, I like Joes, they're great. I'm like, they're cool.
Dude, I'll tell you what, and if you're ever like making a custom figure or whatever, and you're not using like soft goods or whatever, those figures are amazing.
Accessible. They look great. They all look great. I'm like, I'm not hating on them. It's just like I just
sure. Yeah, you don't. Yeah, I mean, if you don't anything, then there's nothing really to.
Same thing with like the Motu stuff. I'm like, it looks cool.
Yeah.
I just never collected it.
I collected some Motu stuff from. I really like the Revelations show on Netflix. I've never been a He-Man person. I was like, there's something about like a character that just. Especially a human character that doesn't wear a lot of clothing was never appealing to me. I can't think of any. Like, I'm not a wrestling guy either, so it's kind of the same.
I like wrestling, so that's all.
It just kind of fell into the same. Just I don't know what something about. I'm not saying anything wrong with it. That just didn't appeal to me. Much like I don't like capes.
Yeah,
I'm not really into capes, but I do like Spawn. You know, there's some characters I like, but it's just like that's not my thing. Yeah, I heard about him. I mean, even Aquaman had a cape at one point, but when he was like king.
Yeah, I was say it was like he had like a
cloak
type thing. Yeah, a little cloak.
Yeah. That's why I remember watching The Incredibles, and she's like, "No capes," and I'm like, "Yes!" I was like, "This lady gets it." It's sucked into an airplane.
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, dude, that sounds like that is good reasoning. That's very good reasoning.
That's perfect reasoning." Or it gets stuck in the elevator, you get sucked down.
Yeah, man. Yeah, capes work really well underwater. That's a good way to die.
Yeah,
that's a real quick way to go under.
It's
like watching Batman or Superman go under the water, and they're like maybe driving in like a little boat or submarine thing or whatever. It's like they got the cape on still. I'm like, it's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. That's gonna kill
on a
you.
rock and they just snap.
You try to swim away from like a shark. Nope.
Yeah.
Got it. Guys, I do want to say I do want to kind of push something real fast. Next week, next Sunday, we're going to be having Jason Bienvenu from AWOC or Spiro Toys. He's running the AWOC Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. This is going to be Series 2. I pretty much went all in on Series 1. I met this guy years ago before AWOC was like hitting any kind of figure idea. He had just wrote the book, and super sweet guy. Loved the book. He came out in 3 3/4-inch figures. I bought a couple of them, about 3 of those. I was like, this is really cool just to support the guy. And then he came out with 6-inch figures. They're freaking amazing. They're wonderful. And anyways, he's got the second one coming up right now, and I wanted to play a little promo video that he sent over. You've probably seen this on the Kickstarter page if you've been there yet, but I want to go ahead and show this. So without further ado, here is the little commercial for AWOC Series 2.
Animal Warriors of the Kingdom Primal Series 2, featuring 4 all-new body types, including reptiles with mix and match armor options for the pale buck, brawlers for beefy force multipliers, heroines with a sleek athletic aesthetic, and speedsters with a more slim and agile profile. Now with pinless joints, as well as added calf cut articulation. This campaign will have plenty of stretch goals, including head packs and action figures. Join the tribe and collect them all. Animal Warriors of the Kingdom Primal Series 2.
So yeah, that's the little promo video there for it. And man, if any of you guys didn't get any of the first ones, and it's so crazy now that they're doing the pinless joints, because even with the pins, what they did was really cool. I'm gonna go full screen real quick, guys. They're like flat pins, and they even like painted like this right here. This is one of my favorites. They've got butterfly joints. This is just showing off these are the first ones, and now the new ones have like a completely new aesthetic to them and whatnot, but while still fitting in. And they've got butterfly joints, double elbows, a bunch of different hands. One of the cool things they did, and I brought this up a while back whenever I was talking about them, like all their hands they're really well made, to the point where I was like, man, these things are really in there. Give me a second. This was like I think one of the Kickstarter exclusives. Yeah, they're sturdy as heck. But what they did was this is super cool. So you could see like how the joint almost goes under the thumb right here, and which was super different. I'd never seen this before. So it's almost like kind of hidden, but it doesn't hinder any articulation at all. It still goes. You could see like just how far the cut goes in, and I don't know, man. This was like, it's awesome. It's just something different that I'd never seen before. Yeah, you could see just how like sturdy these guys are. I mean, so I've never repaired one of these. Never heard any I'm not gonna say none of them have broke. Mine are amazing. I've got, like I said, I went in almost all in, but just to show you range on these guys, it's bananas. Like
Huh.
these are solid figures, by the way. These feel probably the most solid figures like since Plunderlings that to come out of a Kickstarter. And then you've got all these new bodies that are coming out now, which is really, really exciting. This guy was a big fan favorite. I mean, the sculpt on this guy is amazing. This one right here, his hands are really hard to get out, but they're not going to break on you. So I'm sure a little modding could, make them a little easier to get out. But I'm fine with that as long as I know they're not going to break. But yeah, this guy right here doesn't even have double elbows, and he's still able to get into just really crazy cool poses. He comes with alternate heads. They come with alternate hands. They had like all of these really cool. I can show you here like they had like head packs, so they'll be doing more of these right now. So these like went with different bodies, so you could put them on like, a body like this and have like a whole army. They did like army builder figures. And if you are a big Motu fan, which I know Jason is a Motu fan, there's really cool nods to characters that you might recognize from Motu. This would be like a I guess you could call him a beast teenager. Yeah, no, not a beast man, but yeah.
Some would say it.
Yeah. And very, very Skeletor-esque, but like 80s villain kind of deal. Look at the color scheme that they did on these like weapons. Is just like so freaking cool. This like gradient on there. They had a bunch of different weapon packs, a lot of really cool looking characters. Like here they did a really awesome job. I love how they did like it looks like they took some nods from Mythic Legions a little bit, but you could pull out this guy right here if you wanted to. You could pop it in this side if you wanted left or right hand, or if you want him to hold his shield any way different, especially for like posing. If you wanted to, you're putting that thing in, all of a sudden you're like, oh man, I wish I would have moved that over here for like a photo or something. You can any kind of way you want to mess with that. And like I said, same articulation even with the armored bodies, like so. And this is just me kind of like, I don't get any kickback or anything like this. I just get a kick out of these figures. I love good figures and I love a good Kickstarter. They had like all these really cool weapon pack last time. Like this is just from the first Kickstarter. So this new one that's coming out, man, you guys really, really need to go over there. Just type in AWOK, AWOK, and Kickstarter, and it will definitely pop up. Again, we are going to be having Jason on next Sunday. I'm really, really excited to have him on here. I want to talk to him about his inspiration on this stuff. He has been making his rounds on AWOK right now, man. You can't sneeze without like seeing he's just going crazy. And I commend him for it, man. Like I said, he's come a really long way. He's you can even go to like if you go to the Kickstarter and you click on like Jason Bienvenu or whatever, you can see how many Kickstarters he's actually backed. So it's not just he's, there for himself or whatever. He's there to promote the community. He's a super humble guy, really, really nice guy, super talented, and a hard worker, man. Let me tell you, there was like, I think I had one mistake on my Kickstarter order, and it was like I was missing a head pack, and they got it to me. Just as simple as that. It was just like, if you're patient and cool, they'll get it to you. So I'm very, very, very excited. I'm also going in on the second one. I'm not all in yet. If I can make enough money before it's over, I definitely will go all in. If they make it to the if they make it all the way through, I'll just throw this up real fast before we end today. Mm-hmm. I did want to just show off a couple of the things that they were doing. I know you guys just saw like that little that ad there, but I'm going to show you some really cool stuff that they're trying to work towards.
I know the elephant's like getting pretty close.
That's what. So somebody did a really cool breakdown in the updates and the comments. So here's a great example. So there's let's see if I can zoom in on that. That'll make that better. Let's see, let me back out of that. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. So if you look at the size of that elephant right there, and I just showed you Thing, this is that bigger monkey character. So we're looking at if I lay him down here on my deal, I forget how tall he is. He's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This guy's a solid 8 inches tall. So that's a that's a really big elephant, man.
Like 1/6.
Say what?
He might be close to like 1/6 scale if that big.
He's a big boy, man. But I mean, you're going through all these characters and whatnot. But all this stuff is getting unlocked. So where are we at right now? We are at. So let me scroll up real fast. We're at 235,000 of a $99,000 goal. This thing, this got funded very quick. So all of these right here that you're seeing are already unlocked. Really cool weapon packs. I was doing some math. Nothing against Big Bad Toy Store because you can get all their stuff on Big Bad. Big Bad is a big supporter of this and Kickstarter lines as well. So props to them. I love Big Bad. But you can get the weapons pack for way cheaper on the Kickstarter. I did see that. Some of the big guys are like this guy right here, the King Hannibal. And I want to say the Kali Prime. These guys are about the same price on the Kickstarter as they are on Big Bad. So I don't know how you feel about that, but there's a lot of cool stuff right here. This guy right here, this Grimes fella, he's apparently like the partner in crime to one of my favorites, who's Boone. His name's Boone, who's this really cool looking fox. But you can see right here already unlocked. I believe these might be pack-in heads. Sometimes they say they're pack-ins, which means they'll be coming with, each brawler will come with one alternate head in the box with the figure at no charge to give each character expressive in action. So you're actually going to be getting extra stuff as well as it keeps going on. They keep unlocking more stuff and pack-in extras, which means the stuff that I've already pledged for, you're going to get more than you pledged for already. And yeah, they just keep going. Like this is my guy. I love this. I love these characters so much right here. These smaller speedsters. So this right here is Boone. Loving this guy. That Grimes guy I showed you a minute ago. That big bulldog looking fella. Apparently these two are kind of smugglers, kind of pirates. And I'm loving this Kanji guy right here. He's got articulated ears. Still got butterfly joints. I know it doesn't show it. I'm gonna go back up here. But these the females have butterfly joints as well, confirmed by Jason. Asked him about that. Double elbows, all of that. I thought this was super special, and I'm gonna have to talk to him about this one. But this is the character Jessa, and it's this female lioness. And dude, this is it's a tribute to Jason's grandmother, Jessie Bienvenue. I think that is one of the coolest things ever. Is this lioness is a tribute to his grandma? Like, come on. If you're not I don't know if you're not supporting that's nuts. But yeah, I just wanted to roll through these real quick. Obviously, I'm going through it very, very fast. We'll talk to him about it more so when it gets on here. But as you can see, this is where we're at. We've almost unlocked these birds, and I bet these are gonna look sick, dude. Keep in mind butterfly joints, these these wing attachments, and gripping feet. Wing attachments, extra hands. This one right here should get you guys excited. If it doesn't, I don't know how. Meryl the Bard. It's a cardinal. Look. It's got a transforming loot bow. Come on, man. If you don't think that's awesome, what happened? What happened to you in your childhood? That this wasn't the most fun thing you've ever seen. A transforming loot bow. He would definitely be on mine. And then we got more birds coming. And I won't keep going on, but we've got some really, really awesome.
Yeah, that Ox looks fucking dope.
Yeah, Brutox. And then, of course, General Mamba. So a bit of ways away from it, but man, these things pick up like crazy in the last minute. And somebody, like I said, somebody in the updates, I don't know if it's see if we can go through the comments or... Okay, so this person Tiffany has just been killing it lately. She's she's breaking down everything for the people that are in it. So this is your whole standard breakdown of everything right here. This is for the Epic All In. She's breaking down the Epic All In. So if you pay the big bucks, which is I think it was like maybe 650 or 600, it's a substantial amount.
Yeah,
but what you get, and if you're into these characters, is well worth it if they make it to. So right now I want to say it pays for everything that's already been unlocked, which means it will include everything else that is unlocked. So if it got to the point, you would save like $405 if they unlocked everything. If you did the Epic All In, if you have that kind of scratch line around, like I said, that's a big chunk of change. It's $600 something. But if you and like a couple friends wanted to go in all in, on one and then break it apart, you guys could be banking like a lot, because there's some figures I'm sure that some don't want. There's some figures that some do want. It's like, man, you guys could like bank heavy if you did an Epic All In. Not to mention, puts more money towards the Kickstarter, which is just only going to put more money towards Spiro. Spiro's doing killer work out here, guys. If you don't have any of these figures, man, I think Ez was looking up some earlier, and they're not real cheap right now because they're good. I mean, the figures are really good, and Kickstarters are exclusive. That's just how it kind of goes. I wouldn't be surprised if in the next couple years, I would be really surprised if we don't see Spiro like having their own kind of mythic legions like.
So it looks like it's going on that route now. That's why, like, I want to jump in before it becomes like super expensive. Like mythic legions, like you didn't get in the first wave. Oh, too bad.
Yeah, and I mean, and as from this is from wave 1 to wave 2. You saw in that little ad a minute ago. There's already updates. We got calf swivels now. We've got pinless joints. We've got new body molds. 2 new body molds. The female body molds we didn't have females in the first one. And we also didn't have the speedster bodies, which are going to be a little bit smaller male bodies, I believe. And then if we get that ox, and then if we get the mamba, I mean, it's like, dude, it's big time. So it's like, where do you want to go with it? At this point. So it is pretty cool. But anyways,
I was just looking at the comments.
Oh, is Rocker Josh in here?
I think
oh, my man, it is. We're actually gonna be having Josh on at some point. Josh is like a long-time supporter of the Toycanic channel and whatnot, and he's kind of a big deal in the music world. No big deal, but he's a very, very successful man. And I'd like to bring him on and talk about his life and how our lives actually happen to cross over at one point. So yeah, look for him. We're working out some time for him next month. So. But yeah, man, thank you guys for all showing up today, man. It looks like we got a heck of a turnout today, and appreciate it. Like I said, tomorrow's my birthday. Turning 40 tomorrow. I don't know what that means. There's apparently it's like causing an eclipse.
Yeah. Apocalypse happens because it's Bill's birthday.
I don't know why that's happening, but it's apparently happening. And yes, comics, I agree. I want Meryl to happen too, because I want that. That's going to happen. There's no doubt in my mind that that's going to happen, because in the last the last 24 hours of a Kickstarter, if you guys have never been on one, or if you have, you've seen it happen. Kickstarters go nuts in that last one, especially when we're getting up there and people are like, all right, I waited to see what could get unlocked, and then they start dropping the money. They just drop.
That's how it was with what's it called?
Plunderlings?
Not Plunderlings.
Wade's Unparalleled Universe?
Yeah.
What a Cinderella story on that one, man. Like, I love the guy, and I just didn't. I was like, maybe he'll do it, maybe he won't. I put mine in. I was like, I hope he gets it, because I want it, and I want him to be successful. We want these toy companies and independent creators to be, but you never know. And he pulled it off, dude.
Yeah, I just feel bad for street humans.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's sometimes you got to back up and punt. You got to figure out like,
designs were different for that, and then like the second time he did it is like the same exact thing, but just, hey, this is what we're doing. I'm like, not the trash.
No, and I get it. I mean, but you also gotta you know, it's one of those things where hopefully like Russ will listen to like why didn't it? You know, why didn't this work and why did this work? You know, it's like it's your, you know, is it the audience? Is it the product? Is it like, you know, what's not different? Is it the price?
Yeah, price would have been a huge thing.
There's everything up there because I mean, like, you know, when it comes down to it, you know, you've got Wade who's, you know, pushing like a Bigfoot. I mean, like, what, you know, to the regular person, who is this? It's Bigfoot, okay?
Yeah,
but it's like
Odious. It's like Odious is cool though.
But to the fans, yeah, no, it's like Odious is not. It's like, oh, it's got soft goods too. I mean, I even went in and bought some blank bodies for it. I was like, look, I'll push. I even bought, man, I won't even lie. Like, man, I would probably slam him about his little backstabber.
Yeah, I saw
those little accessories. I was like, all right, man. I was like, those are obviously for your particular people. And I was like, and I still put in for it. I supported for it. I was like, that's cool, man. I get it. Like, cool, good on you. And even the plushie and all the stuff. I mean, he was just throwing everything in there. And I was like, my man, like this was, it was a really good push. His personality sold it and his fans sold it. Yeah. And on top of that, he got more fans. He had to have. And then just to be like almost kind of like the underdog when it came down to it, because especially whenever you saw haters, people going against him and stuff like that, people that actually have one-on-one, like I've been on it. He's brought me on his stream when I was nothing to anybody else. Like, you know, I was like, people knew me as a repair guy, but small time. He was already getting huge. And he took it. He let me come on there a couple times, man. It was super cool. In fact, the reason why I'm doing this today, I owe a lot of that to Wade because he told me just to go start streaming. He's like, stream, dude. What's it going to hurt? Like, just do it during the pandemic. And so I did, like within a week. And then, man, I've met people like Ez right now, like Ori, like all that stuff, like some of my best friends, like, and just people that I trust and love, man. I was like, thank you, thank you, Wade. And he had a successful Kickstarter. Yep. It's weird, right? Small world, but it's a big world. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool. Pretty cool to see something like that, man. But anyways, before we get too sentimental here, we're gonna end it on a bang. Oh. All right, guys. Thank you all for showing up. If you do look into the description, I put all everybody's Instagrams from CREWMARU in there. Jay, we love you. We're so sorry that your internet didn't allow you to get on here, but don't feel bad. Everybody say it's okay, Jay. Say in the comments, it's okay, Jay. We love Jay. We love Creeper Creations. We want to see you again. We know the internet cannot be controlled. It's not your fault, man. We love you, and we'll see you. We'll have you on the next one for sure. But like I said, yeah, next Sunday. Mark your calendars. I'll be putting up some promos for that one because it is kind of really cool to have a guest, every now and then for us, and it's a big deal for us too. So I think it'll be really fun to have that on and just have talking some toys with some good people. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's it. That's it for today. We're done. We're gonna get out of here now. So
don't forget about the Patreons. Like, subscribe, hit the.
Yeah. Gotta like, subscribe. Yeah, sorry, I always forget. I should have said that. I need to say that like in the middle, don't I? Like, subscribe. There is a link to the Patreon on the bottom. Oh, what? Thank you for bringing that up. Actually, I'll go ahead and just throw this out here. Big, huge thanks to our patrons. My man Esteban, who's in here right now, big supporter of the Toy Canics, a fellow CREWMARU member. Maximo Juarez, who I've got a new job coming from pretty soon. Jumpgate Customs, Creeper 13 Creations, we love you, we miss you, don't feel bad. Chrisman, our German friend, our Portuguese German friend, Gerwal, who was in here earlier, thank you, Gerwal. Brian C. Williams, the Dave Wonder, and a new Nick Rodriguez. So thank you very much. Well, thank you very much, Nick. We appreciate you very, very much. But yeah, like I said, we have a Discord chat that we have. There's a text chat and then there's a video chat, and it's just kind of like exclusive conversations that we keep it kind of close knit in there. And man, we build some hella good friendships in there. So it's like you're always welcome to come in there. Don't be shy. Join in if you're a patron, and if you want, just join in the Discord. The Discord is absolutely free. There's just that small little corner that is the Patreon exclusive because we want to keep some things just a little more tight knit in there, which is fine. but we would love to have anybody in there. That'd be super, super cool. And Go Figure also says to go wash your Wi-Fi, Jay. You gotta wash it's dirty. Dirty Wi-Fi. Dirty Wi-Fi. All right, guys. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed the conversation today. Thank you so much for showing up for my early birthday and just a conversation with me and Ez today. It was awesome. Always love hearing from you guys and talking with Ez. And remember that the impossible just takes a little longer, and busting makes Ez feel good.
Yeah.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Don't tell me what to do with my body.